1. The law. Every species in the known galaxy knew the first law. It wasn't written in any treaty or enforced by any empire. It was spoken in whispers. Never attack the human children. No one knew who made it. No one dared test it. Not since the Seraph massacre, when raiders touched a human colony nursery and vanished from existence within a single solar cycle. But centuries dulled fear. The Galactic Council, bloated with power and arrogance, began to believe the legend was exaggeration. Humans had become peaceful, quiet, settled across their little blue worlds, teaching, trading, building. So when a border skirmish broke out near the Arcturus Enclave, the Council's admirals made a fatal mistake. They struck first. 2. The spark. It began small, a pirate raid intercepted, a few shots fired, a misunderstanding over territory. Among the rubble of an outpost on Lyra 9, a school transport was destroyed. 37 human children. The Council broadcast condolences. They called it regrettable collateral damage. Earth didn't reply. For 3 days, the galaxy held its breath. On the 4th, every human transmission went dark. No trade signals, no diplomatic messages, no fleet patrols. Silence. 3. The silence before the storm. Admiral Kether of the Vile Dominion laughed it off. They are grieving, he told his subordinates. Humans are emotional creatures. They'll come back to the table. But when he opened his star charts, he noticed something disturbing. Human colonies, thousands of them, had gone dark, their gates offline, their positions erased. Entire sectors of space had gone black. The galactic net filled with rumors. A few freighters claimed to see enormous shadow ships moving through dead space. Others spoke of stars blinking out as if swallowed by night. By the time the Council convened to investigate, it was already too late. 4. The return. The first attack came at the edge of the Council's territory. A listening post on Tyrax's 4 caught a distortion wave moving at impossible speed. Then came the voice. You broke the law. The message wasn't encrypted. It broadcast across every frequency, in every tongue, every wavelength. The human Dominion fleet had returned, not as diplomats, not as colonists, but as something else entirely. 5. The fleet that shouldn't exist. No one could explain how the humans had built ships that size. They were massive, kilometers long, formed of black alloy that absorbed light and sensors alike. Each vessel bore a single mark on its hull, the symbol of a child's hand, glowing faintly in white. The fleet didn't declare war. It didn't threaten. It simply moved, methodical, silent, unstoppable. The first target was Vela Prime, the capital world of the Galactic Council. Admiral Kether watched from orbit as a human armada appeared. No jump signatures, no warnings. How did they? He began. Then the sky turned white. 6. The wrath. The bombardment lasted exactly 7 minutes. Not a second more. When it ended, Vela Prime was gone, not destroyed, but erased. The surface turned to glass, its atmosphere stripped, its oceans boiled. Every transmission ended with the same phrase, carried across the cosmos. We warned you. We forgive the guilty. We avenge the innocent. 7. The panic. The rest of the galaxy fractured. Empires collapsed in fear. Fleets fled into the void. Some species surrendered preemptively. Others tried to fight, sending millions of ships into what they thought was war. None returned. But as the weeks passed, a strange pattern emerged. The humans didn't conquer. They didn't occupy. They didn't kill indiscriminately. They destroyed only the worlds directly tied to the children's deaths, command bases, shipyards, research centers. Everything else they left untouched. The message was clear. This wasn't war. This was judgment. 8. The meeting. A desperate Galactic Council remnant called for parley. They met at Station Meridian, a neutral ground at the edge of the Orion Veil. When the human representative arrived, they expected a monster. Instead, they found a woman, clad in simple gray armor, no insignia, no rank. Her name was Ambassador Lyra Voss. "You have one chance," she said softly. "Tell me who ordered the strike." The council stammered excuses. Rogue admirals, faulty intelligence, accidents. Lyra listened, expressionless. Then she projected the final transmission from Lyra 9. The laughter of council officers, the screams of children, the silence after. When the recording ended, she said only 3 words. "Then you already know." 9. The fall of the council. Overnight, human ships surrounded the remaining council worlds. No weapons were fired, no demands made. Instead, every database, AI, and archive tied to the Galactic Council simply vanished, erased from existence by an invisible force. Their economies collapsed. Their fleets turned to scrap. Within a decade, the Council ceased to exist, not through war, but through the precision of human retribution. And when the last Council world fell silent, humanity spoke again. The first law remains. We are not your conquerors. We are your reminder. 10. The aftermath. Centuries passed. The story became legend. Children across alien worlds whispered it before sleep. Don't hurt them. Don't anger the children of Earth. The new Galactic Charter enshrined it officially. Law 1. The protection of all sentient children is absolute. No one dared test it again. But sometimes, travelers in deep space claim to see a flicker of dark ships beyond the stars, silent, watchful, waiting. Guardians, monsters, legends, humans. 11. Epilogue, the last transmission. 1,000 years later, a small alien vessel discovered a drifting satellite near the ruins of old Council space. When they activated it, a message played in an ancient Terran dialect. "We didn't seek gods of vengeance. We only wanted them to understand. The moment you strike a child, you destroy your own future." Then the signal ended. The satellite disintegrated into starlight. The crew fell silent. Somewhere in the distance, a child laughed, echoing through the comms like a ghost of mercy.